Well, good afternoon. It's Ian from Ranking the Obscure here. Hope we're all well. Got an interesting one for you today. We're going to have a look at a band called Phenomena. Phenomena is more of a rock music concept than a band. It was formed by Tom Galley, a record producer, and his more famous brother Mel from Whitesnake and Trapeze. Who's been in this band? Well, it's definitely a who's who. They've made 6 LPs from 1985 up to 2012. So I'll just go through a few of the people that have actually appeared on these albums. So we've had Mel Galley from Whitesnake and Trapeze, Glenn Hughes, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Trapeze, ex-guitarist from Budgie John Thomas, Neil Murray, who's played with practically everybody, Ted McKenna, played with Michael Schenker and the sensational Alex Harvey Band. Of course, we've got the brilliant Cozy Powell, who's played with everybody again, Don Airey, Deep Purple, Rainbow, Ozzy Osbourne, Gary Moore. Then we've got a guy called Richard Bailey. He was the first keyboard player in Magnum. He's worked with Alaska and Whitesnake. And then we've got Ray Gillan from Black Sabbath and Badlands, sadly not with us anymore. Great singer. Brian May appears on one of the albums. We got Scott Gorham, the list goes on. And Kojo Yatamoto from Val Wow, John Wetton, again played with everybody and anybody. Then we have some interesting ones. Leif Johansson from Aha and Michael Sturgis. We've got Max Bacon from GTR and Nightwing doing vocals. A guy called Keith Morrell, who's played with sang with Mike Oldfield and the one and only Cliff Richard. Mervyn Spence from Wishbone Ash. Toshihiro Nami from Val Wow Drums. Mike DeMeo from Riot. Vocalist from FM, remember them, the 80s rock band, Steve Overland, and Tony Martin from Black Sabbath's on here, and the singer Robin Beck. So it is quite a list of well-known people, plus there's quite a few musicians on the later albums from Scandinavia. Terrific musicians. There isn't a bad album. Some tracks are a little bit weak, but on the whole, they're all very, very good albums. So let's start at number 6 from 1993, the third release. Sorry, Innovision. On this one, we've got Mervyn Spence, Michael Sturgis, drummer from Aha, Mervyn Spence on here, Brian May, Scott Gorham, Leif Johansson and Keith Morrell. So the first track is called Rock House. This is a great track, it's the best one on the album, really good start to the album. Then we get Banzai. It's a 90s rock song. It's okay, got a great guitar solo. I think it's Scott Gorham. Really good. And then we get What About Love. That's a reasonable track. Then we get a thing called Into the Fire, steady rock track, although it's very keyboard heavy, as I call it, too many keyboards. Whole Lot of Love. At the beginning of it, it's got a great solo, and then it just sinks like a lead balloon. It's Secret of Love, not too bad. Guitar solo is good though, because it's by Brian May. If You Want to Rock, that's what it is. It is a good rocker. Then we get How Much Do You Love Me. Great guitar solo, but that's all I can say about that. Then we get Shape It Up, good rocker. Then we have the worst song ever by this band, Rock My Soul. It's all hand clapping, oof, yeah. Not the best song, but on the whole it is a good album. Bit weak in places, but very solid. Okay, coming in at number 5, we have the 2012 album. It's their most recent one, their 6, Awakening. Now this album, it's got a few people we've heard of, like Magnum Clarson from Planet Alliance, who we've spoke about before. But most of these are all guys from the Scandinavia, and they are terrific musicians. First track on the album is called Smash It Up, and it does. It's a steady rocker. It's got this great riff. So all these songs are quite like that. If you like that Scandinavian rock sound, which I do, this is what this album's full of. It is really good. Then we get a track called Reality. It's a really slow start, and then it keeps building up into a really good rocker. The vocals on this are absolutely astounding. They're by a guy called Toby Hitchcock. Never heard of him until this, but he's got a great voice. Then we get a thing called Homeland. This is a bit wishy-washy. It's a shame because it's actually written by Glenn Hughes, but it's a bit weak in places. Then we have a track called Going Away. The vocals on this are great as well. It's James Christian. Again, I've never heard of the guy. Great singer though. Got some driving riffs. Great solo on this. Who plays on that? It's either Martin Crowland or someone called Tommy Donada. Fifth track, Gotta Move. Fast rocker. Very progressive metal this. The keyboard though, it's very Dream Theater. Guy called Frederick Berg. Great. Vocals on this are terrific. It's by a guy called, I think, Ralph Sleepers or something. Great. He's a great singer. As I said, all these are really good. Then we have a song called How Long. It's a driving, slower tempo rock track. Again, some great vocals on this by a guy called Lee Small. Never, another one I've never heard of. If you've heard of him, please put it in the comments below. Then we have Shake, killer riff, heavy, and then some subtle keyboards and great vocals again. This is featuring Riot's Mike DeMeo, who is a terrific singer anyway. Cracking track. Then we got Fighter. This is another corking track. Another vocalist, Terry Brock. Great performance. Then we got the guitar work on this. This is a South African called Steve Newman. Terrific guitar player. Then we get Dancing Days. Keyboards at the beginning of this really sound like Black Sabbath's Die Young. And then it goes into another storming rocker. This is I think a Swedish singer, Nicholas Svendenthorpe. Really good. Last track, I Stand Up for Love. It's crap. That's all I'll say about it. It's crap. Okay, we'll better move on then. Okay, coming in at number 4 is the 2010 album, their 5th, Blind Faith. Who we got on this one? Who plays on here? We know. A lot of Scandinavian guys that played on the other album, Awakening. This has got Robin Beck on it, the American singer. She's good. Got Jim Kilpatrick, who played in FM, I do believe. So it's got some really good musicians. Mike DeMayo's on here again. So the first track, Sky is Falling. It's got a really creepy start, eerie, atmospheric, and then it goes into a really slow, sort of steady rocker. Terrific song. Let's see who sings on it. Guy called Stefan Lindholm, really good singer. Second track, Blind Faith. This is a belter, a good proper. Excuse me, got a bit of a frog. That's better. Belter of a prog track. This is prog rock at its best. I do believe the singer on this, track 2, someone called Rob Morra, killer performance. And then we have a great track next, Fighting, great bass, then a storming rocker. Then we have a track called Liar. This is everything you think of prog metal. Great keyboards, great guitar, choral all the way through it, really, really good. Then we get the It's Over. I was going to tell you tonight, Robin Beck does a stunning vocal on this. This track is very Hearts from the 80s, late 80s, Heart sound, really good track. Then we get a track called Angels Don't Cry, bit of an 80s rock track, it's okay. Then we get a track called If You Love Hero, okay track, but I do like the riff in this. It's got this driving riff. Then we get this wishy-washy love song called House of Love. The less we talk about that, the better. Then we have Don't Ever Give Your Heart Away, okay, solid track. Then we get One More Chance. It's okay, but nothing ripping. Okay, now we're getting to the top 3. These three are terrific albums. So coming in at number 3, we've got their second album from 1987, Dream Runner. Who we got on here? We got some corkers on here. John Thomas and Budgie, Neil Murray, Toshio Nimi, the drummer from Bow Wow, Mel Galley, John Wetton, Max Bacon, Glenn Hughes and Ray Gillen. Terrific. First song, Stop. Great vocal from Ray. He was a terrific singer. Sadly missed. I'm sure he'd have gone on to do many a good album. It's got a nice melody to this. Great solo. I think it's by the Japanese guitarist from Bow Wow, Kojo Yatamoto. Second track, Surrender. Great track. Glenn Hughes' vocal on this is superb. He's all over it. What you expect from Glenn Hughes, terrific song. Then we get Did It All for Love. This is a very Asia chat because John Wetton sings on it. I mean, anything that John Wetton puts his name to, I like. Great track, really good. Then we get Hearts on Fire, another great track, another great vocal from Glenn. He's on fire on this one. Then we get Jukebox. It's quite a weak song, but Max Bacon, his vocal is terrific. He just lifts it, makes it into a really good song. Then we have a track called Double Six, Double Five, Double Four. Storming song. Glenn's best vocal on the album. Screeching solo from Kojo Yatamoto again. Terrific song. Then you get No Treat, No Surrender. Another great vocal from Ray Gillen. Steady rocker. Killer solo from Mr. Yamato again. Really all over this one. Then we get a track called Move, You Lose, solid rocker. Then we get Emotional Mama, It's Okay. Last track, It Must Be Love. This is an eerie sounding track. It's got orchestral in it, nice guitar and keyboard touches, and a superb vocal from Max Bacon. He hits them high notes really well, and it is a terrific song. My favourite off the album. Okay, coming in number 2 is the album from 2006, their fourth, Psycho Fantasy. Again, this has got a lot of the guys from Scandinavia, so you've got that Scandinavian rock scene again. First song, Sunrise. This is one of the heaviest tracks from Phenomena. Great vocal by a guy called Lee Small again. Touch My Life. Glenn Hughes returns to the fold for this one and puts in a great performance on this song. Then we get Killing for Thrill. This is a bit different. The actual vocal is more of a talking vocal. Then you get some great guitars, and then you get some great singing harmonies. Really good. Then a track called So Near So Far. I'd say this is a bit of a mediocre track. Doesn't do much. Then we get a track called Chemical High. This is sung by ex-Black Sabbath vocalist Tony Martin. Great vocal. Tony Martin, very underrated. If you've not heard much of the Black Sabbath with Tony Martin, check it out because he is a terrific singer. We have a track called Higher. Glenn Hughes again singing. Awesome. And then he does some harmonies with some of the other guys. Terrific song, great sounding. Then we have a track called 60 Seconds. It's a bit different, bit prog metal-y. The lead vocals is a young lady called Joy Strachan. Really good, got a really catchy tune to it. Then the next track we got is called Crazy Grooves. This has got quite a funky bass line to it. And then it goes into some really heavy riffs, sung by Keith Morrell, who sang some stuff with Mike Oldfield and Cliff Richard, of all people. Then we get a nice ballad called How Do You Feel? Nice ballad, Glenn Hughes. Such a versatile voice. Absolutely solid on this one. Then we have a track called All That I Need. Another good track. Solid rock sounding track. Lee Small delivering a fine performance on the vocals. Last track on here is called God Forgives. Tony Martin again, he's all over this. This is a very Black Sabbath era song, and I got a killer solo on it. Terrific song, very underrated, as I said. Okay, coming in at number 1 is their debut album Phenomena. Came out in 1985. This has got probably the best lineup on the that played in Phenomena. You've got the likes of Glenn Hughes, Neil Murray, Cozy Powell, John Thomas, Richard Bailey. You're not going to go far wrong. Ted McKenna's on this. It's a terrific album. Not a bad track on it, and I think personally this is probably one of Glenn Hughes' best performances on any album that he's been on. He delivers on this. There's a couple of albums that he delivered on, this one and the 7th Star that he did with Black Sabbath. Considering that this time he had a bit of a drug problem, but his vocals are just terrific on this. Okay, so the first track on this album is a track called Kiss of Fire. It's a great opening keyboard bit from Richard Bailey, and then Cozy comes in on the drums, cranks it out, and got some great guitar work here from John Thomas, who used to play in Budgie. I think Mel Galley doesn't play on this one, but it's a terrific track. Then the second track on the album, Still the Night. It is awesome. It's just, every track on here, it's got something different, and Glenn Hughes delivers again on this. Then the third track is Dance with the Devil. This is an incredible song. Features violin, great vocals. What Glenn's best ever vocal on anything, I think. I'm going to put it in my playlist, the video, for you to listen to and watch, because this is one album, if you don't buy any of the others, this is the one you need to get. Terrific song, Dance with the Devil. Then we get a track called Phoenix Rising. This is a slower tempo song, but again, Glenn just delivers. Mel Galley plays some great guitar on this. Got some great backing vocals on here. A lady called Alice McGuinness and a guy called Pete Green. They are really good backing vocalists on this. Then we get a track called Believe. One of the backing singers, Alice McGuinness, does a stunning vocal on this. She's just got a pitch voice. Her voice pitches so well. It's a great track. Then we get a solid song next called Who's Watching You. Great drumming from Ted McKenna. Some really good keyboards from Don Airy. Can't go wrong. Then we get Hell on Wings even. Cozy is absolutely on top form on this. So's Neil Murray. Mel Galley. They were all putting a terrific performance on this track. Twilight Zone, next track. Steady guitar work. Nice work between John Thomas and Mel Galley. Terrific song. Then we end up with the last track, Phenomena. This is a choral chant and Richard Bailey on the keyboard. Now Richard Bailey plays most of the keyboards on this album, and there's Don Airy on a couple, but he was superb on this album. Very underrated keyboard player. I luckily got to see him play with Mark Stanway's band Kingdom of Madness last couple of years ago. Terrific keyboard player. That is one album you must go and get. So that's Phenomena. They've been around a little while, and as I said, they've never made a bad album. Go and listen to the tracks if you like. Go and then comment in the box below, and get subscribing. And I will see you all very shortly. So take care for now.